Well, Labor's been trying to keep the pressure up over the Gladys Liu situation in Parliament this afternoon. The Liberal MP who's still refusing to give a statement to Parliament or answer any further media questions about, well, the huge amount of fundraising she did for the Liberal Party before entering Parliament and her associations with Chinese Communist Party-linked propaganda organisations. The Prime Minister is standing by Gladys Liu here. He insists that, yes, she is a fit and proper person to sit in Parliament. But Labor's been, as I say, trying to keep the pressure on the government over this. Meanwhile, within Labor today, well, divisions continue over which direction they should go in relation to their climate policy. Bill Shorten, the former leader, says he's proud of the climate policies they took to the last election. Trudy McIntosh explains.
A ceremonial welcome for Fiji's Prime Minister provided Scott Morrison a chance to smooth over climate tensions that flared at last month's Pacific Island Forum.
Members of any family are entitled to their disagreements. No one expects that our differences can be resolved quickly. Differences
within Labor too, as the party grapples with whether to dump its 45% emissions reduction target by 2030.
I'm very proud of the fact that we took a strong position on climate change.
The former Labor leader breaking his silence, admitting the climate plan played a part in his election loss.
In some parts of Australia there was a concern that jobs would be affected negatively. It'd be arrogant not to review your policies because some people didn't vote for us, so we need to understand that.
Meanwhile, the government is claiming people did vote in part for their big stick energy powers, which would allow for the forced divestiture of energy companies.
Look, this is reforms that we hope can be temporary as the market gets back to behaving the way it should.
Having opposed the legislation under Bill Shorten's leadership, Anthony Albanese remains coy on how Labor will vote.
We'll wait and see if there's any substance to the legislation and whether the issues that we raised previously that led us to oppose the legislation have been fixed.
Labor, meanwhile, keen to keep raising questions about Gladys Liu. In the space of 2 hours, the opposition twice suspended standing orders, targeting Prime Minister Morrison's rhetoric as he defends his embattled MP.
Why did the Prime Minister deny using the phrase Shanghai Sam, something he did at least 17 times?
So what is he doing all day? Poring over transcripts? Worrying about this word and that word? Mr Speaker, this country is in drought.
The government had the numbers to see off both motions.
Ayes 62, no 73.
But one surprise supporter for Gladys Liu emerged in the form of Bob Katter. Although judging by these photos, he wasn't as keen to add his face to the fracas. Trudy McIntosh, Sky News, Canberra.